Hello, I'm John Epperson. I am from Coastal Carolina University, completing my EDS in Instructional Technology. I conducted my field experience at Septima P. Clark Academy. Septima P. Clark Academy is an alternative academic school in Charleston County. It's one of two in the state of South Carolina that we focus on overage students that are undercredited for high school. Clark Academy is limited to 15 students per class due to past academic performance. The goal at Clark is to help students get caught up academically to either graduate with their peers or early. I worked in conjunction with Dr. Benyard, the program director at Clark Academy, Dr. King, the instructional coach, Mrs. Wilson, the guidance director and guidance counselor, Mrs. Dockstader. Our first step was to conduct a needs analysis with our students at Clark. Lexile levels tend to be very low. The average score is 360. So we knew that was an area we wanted to focus on. We based that on data out of Chief 3000, MAP testing, and other standardized tests that were made available for us in student records. Charleston County School District has a goal of having each student reading on grade level by the year 2027. According to Charleston County School District, 75% of Hispanic students are reading below grade level, and 82% of African Americans are reading below grade level. Our student data clearly falls well within this realm, actually at the lower level, far beyond the 82%, with an average Lexile level of 360. To aid students in meeting the goal of improving reading comprehension, we decided to introduce a technology tool, a toolkit called Snap and Read. Most people are familiar with Snap and Read as a read aloud program that can read PDFs, websites, etc. We chose to highlight the tools that were based on multimedia learning. Within Snap and Read, there were two tools that were very beneficial, especially in the area of cognitive overload. The remove distractions, especially helpful for websites. The text leveling tool within Snap and Read was also very helpful. So outcomes, the trainings went very well. We did trainings over 2 consecutive days for staff, even departments such as English and the special ed department who were familiar with Snap and Read did not realize there were other tools beyond the reading aloud sections. Training all staff in the use of Snap and Read was beneficial. Following staff training, teachers were supported with additional materials such as training videos and materials. They're also giving data tracking sheets for their students. Following staff training, students were also given a presentation on Snap and Read in their English and social studies classes. Those trainings were offered to other staff members, and several did take that up, specifically the science department. We had students in multiple classes exposed to Snap and Read, and they even showed their peers how to use Snap and Read once they were trained. Snap and Read was introduced to the staff and students as a tool for those who needed the additional support. The data provided by Snap and Read allowed me to look at the students within my classes. 3 of them were very telling. One was at a higher Lexile level to begin with. I had 2 students who were reading at a much lower Lexile level. Their use of Snap and Read proved very impactful. The higher reading level student did not use Snap and Read very much, which would be expected. The one student used it for more than 10.5 hours, read over 14,700 words, and his reading level improved from a 4th grade reading level to showing him consistently reading between the 6th and 8th grade level. The second student read over 12,000 words and improved his reading comprehension level to consistently be reading at an 8th grade reading level. So managing the field experience was very telling, looking at administrative duties within our school, as well as the unknowns. Some of the big takeaways were not what we had feared, that students would be apprehensive of using this tool, making them look different. We saw actually the opposite happening. Interesting area were staff. What we saw was veteran teachers were resistant to trying something new. They said, oh, we just need to perfect what we have already. Whereas teachers who were new to the profession were willing to openly use Snap and Read, introduce it within their classes, suggest it to the students as they're doing projects and activities in the school. The success that we saw with students, and that students were actively using the program, and we saw an increase in their skill levels, is very telling. So look forward to implementing the knowledge and skills I used through the experience at Coastal Carolina University and this field experience in the future, and helping my schools, my students, and my staff become better integrated with technology and help them be better learners in the future. Thank you for watching.